Folks, welcome to another session in this enterprise strategy and planning series. And today we will be exploring Atlassian's Focus, which is one of 3 applications in their strategy collection. This is a collection of applications that are designed to enable and enhance your enterprise strategy and planning practices and capabilities. So today we will be exploring Atlassian Focus. We're not going to be exploring all of the capability on the Focus application. We're going to be focusing on focus areas. These are essentially representing your strategic priorities and a way to create views into the 6 facets of your strategy. So what are the goals, the work, people or your talents, and the funding and the different systems and all the updates that come together around a specific strategic priority. We will be exploring all other facets of strategy and how they show up across the strategy collection and how we can connect the dots across the different applications and the different facets of strategy in future sessions. And of course, we've got a series of live workshops where you get hands-on with these applications. So if you're not registered in those workshops, there will be a link somewhere beneath this video where you can sign up. So let me just move this. And before we get into building out some focus areas and strategic priorities, let's talk about the strategic hierarchy. So in this instance of Focus, I've got a 5-level strategic hierarchy, and this is representing how my strategy is defined in my organization, from company level strategy down through market level strategies, with our product line level strategies and product strategies beneath that, and our team level strategies. And this is where I can start to make that top to bottom connection from company level strategy all the way down to team level strategy and the execution that's happening. So as the teams are executing against their different initiatives or features or epics or stories or tasks, I can see how that is moving the dial on not just the team level strategies, but my product strategies, my product line level strategies, my market strategies, and my company strategies. And I can start to see what the signals of success and failure are, where there's risk emerging. And so as a leader, I've got all the information that I need, when I need it, and in the formats that I need it in to make key decisions, and whether or not I need to adjust my strategy and be able to do that in real time while still maintaining alignment and accelerated value across my organization. So what's important as well is, in this example, I could have a team that's working in HR and they might not have a product strategy, they might not have a product line strategy, so they don't have like a product operate model in HR, but they do have a market strategy. So they want to be able to connect their team level strategy and everything associated with it to a specific market strategy that's connected to the company strategy. That's completely possible with the hierarchy, so it's not strict in terms of that nature. So that's that type of scenario is possible, and I'm sure as I'm saying this, you're maybe thinking about other scenarios in your organization. So that hierarchy is not strict, and of course this is a 5-level strategy hierarchy. You might have a 3-level strategic hierarchy, maybe 6, maybe 7, so you can essentially define that and configure that for yourself within your instance of Focus. Alrighty, so let's go back out and let's create our first focus area, or our first strategic priority. So at the company level, we're going to create the digital first. You can see I have already been doing this in other demos. And so we are going to set a date for this priority, and let's say this time next year, but at the end of the month. You can see I'm the owner here, so this is my strategic priority, so we can start to associate ownership to this as well. And as soon as we create that focus area, we now have a screen where this is where we're going to start to build up that information around the different facets of strategy. So this is where we can start to add work or see work that's added to it and how it's progressing. It's where we can add our goals, It's where we can start to see the positions or the talents or people that are aligned to the strategy, where there might be gaps in capability that we maybe need to go to market and hire for. We can see the funding that's allocated to the strategy and how we're burning down against that. So are we underfunded maybe for the strategy? Do we need to allocate more funding? Are we spending more than what we should compared to what we're seeing in terms of the work progressing or the outcomes that we're achieving? So we want to be able to build that picture up, and we'll see that in future sessions. So for now, we've got this digital first strategy at the company level, but that doesn't really mean much. And of course, you will have been out, doing that research. You'll have had different offsites, different workshops to really define the strategy, and we can add more detail to that within the tool itself. So we've got this live document now defining our strategy, and in this example we are I'm just going to use some contents that I have created previously. So we're using a framework here to define our strategy and help us make decisions. So we're using a cascading set of choices here. So what's our winning aspiration? We want to be the most trusted digital first financial service provider to improving customers' financials health while ensuring long-term profitability and compliance. So that's our winning aspiration for the strategy. And we're going to define where will we play, so the different customer segments, the different geographies, the different products, the different channels. So we're going to be in digital banking, SME lending, and wealth management. And we're then going to define how are we going to win in each of these areas that we're going to play. So these are all different strategic choices that will change and evolve as we start to execute the strategy. And then we've got the capabilities that we need to enable us to win. And then we've got the management systems that we need to ensure that we can execute on this strategy and manage it. So this is all going to start to shape our lower level strategies, the goals, the work, the talent that we need, the funding that we're going to need to think about allocating. And we've got it all defined here in one place. We can adjust it, we can edit it, and it's visible to everybody that needs to have visibility to it. And most importantly, people can connect their strategies to it, and they can start to connect their work to it as well. Alrighty, so we've got this defined. This is just text. We might want to create a video to bring this to life. We might want to add some imagery. We might want to connect it to other information that's already created in the rest of the Atlassian platform. So we can add in smart links here, and we might want to connect it to third-party information. So we can really make this information as rich as we need to help us with understanding the strategy and making key decisions around it. So for now, I'm just going to save it, and we'll see that it's appeared in our list of focus areas. So there's our digital first focus area, or our digital first strategic priority. We can see it's at the company level. It's pending. We've got a target date of next year, and we can see who owns it. I'm following this, so you can see we can start to follow stuff, and we can take some action around it as well. Alrighty, so that's my magic mouse. Alrighty, so let's create some market strategies, and we're going to be looking at the retail banking markets. And this is now where I can start to connect this up to my digital first strategy at the company level. Again, we can add some dates, so maybe we want to try to hit this around the same time as our digital first strategy. Again, we get this view where we can start to connect the work and the goals specific to this market strategy, and again define it and see how that's tracking. So let's add another market strategy, and we're going to be in the SME banking markets. Connect that up to our digital firsts. Again, we can add the dates. So let's just choose a different date for next year. And again, it's got its own focus area. It's going to bring together the contextual information around the different facets of strategy, around the work, the goals, the funding, the positions that are allocated to it. Alrighty, let's let's actually create another market one. So we'll go into wealth management and connect that to your digital first strategy. And if we go back out to the focus areas, now we've got that digital first strategic priority and the focus area. And then we've got these sub focus areas or these sub strategic priorities that are at the market level of our strategic hierarchy. And we can start to create product line level strategies. So we'll have a mortgages one in the retail banking. And we'll have SME Payments in the SME Banking. And we could, let's see, what have we got? We could create investment advisory, strategic priority in our wealth management space, and then let's create some products. So let's do SME or SME Loans App in our SME Payments product line. So now we've got our digital first focus area. So at the company level, as we expand that out, we've got our retail banking, we've got our SME banking, we've got our wealth management and the different markets that we're going to play in. Then within each market, we have added a product line, strategic priority with an associated focus area, and we've started to add product strategic priorities within the SME Payments product line strategic priority, and we've got that connectivity now all the way up to our digital first company level strategy. So whenever I click in here, this is going to be very, it's going to be constraints, or it's going to be ring fencing all the data related to the specific strategy, but that's part of that, it's a slice of that higher level strategy at digital first. And we can see the parent focus areas here. We can see the types, so this is product level, and we can see that breadcrumb all the way up to digital first. So in the example where maybe I want to create, we want to create a team strategy. So maybe this is our HR team, and our strategic priority for this year is we want to attract, let's just say AI talent, and maybe we just want to connect that directly to our digital first strategy. So this is where I'm creating a team level strategy now, connected all the way up to our company level strategy, where I don't have to be strict with that 5 levels. So I don't have to create strategic priorities just for the sake of creating strategic priorities at the product level, at the product line level, or the market level. So whenever I go back out to my focus areas and I expand my digital first, you can see now that I've got these 3 markets level strategic priorities, each with those sort of subset of strategic priorities, but I've got this team level strategic priority that's directly connected to my company level strategic priority. So this is how we can start to build that hierarchy, start to create that connectivity from strategy at the company level all the way down to team level in this scenario. And in future sessions and workshops, we'll be looking at how we start to build out the connectivity between our goals, our work, our talent, and our different systems, and how we can start to create real-time updates and start to get visibility into that real-time execution of our strategy. Alrighty folks, I will see you in future sessions.